Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of the SabhFIT Podcast. I'm your host, Sabah Kadri, and I'm here to make fitness easy for you so you can apply it to your everyday life. This podcast is geared towards making the science behind your questions easy to understand and accessible. Well, if you love dancing and you have been wondering whether it can help you with your fitness goals, then today's episode is for you. Because the question that we are going to answer today is, does dancing really help you with losing weight? Well, this is a question, honestly, that I am asked all the time. And as you might know, I have a fitness YouTube channel where I have a lot of dance workouts as well. So let me tell you the short answer here. The short answer is yes, dancing can help you with losing weight. But there is a but. It should be programmed properly. It should be integrated with moves that can make you stronger, increase your flexibility and balance, and really be something where someone who is trained in it has been programming it for you. There are a lot of fitness trainers, again, with clickbaits, you see these advertisements that come around. They come on my YouTube channel all the time, which is, oh, do you think that you think you need to do cardio to lose weight? Not at all. And that's not true. Honestly, the best way to lose weight and the best way to be fit is an all-round integrated workout program. Somewhere where you are working on stability, endurance, balance, flexibility, cardiovascular health, strength training, muscle toning, and more. So we're going to talk a lot more about that today. Let's start diving into this a little bit more. I started my YouTube channel, Workout with Sabah. Well, actually, the channel was there for a while, but I started posting workout routines and classes about 3 years ago. And I started my channel. That was a lot of noise that was happening. I don't know if it actually got captured in this episode recording, but we'll find out soon enough. Anyway, so as I was saying, I've had my YouTube channel for a while. 3 years ago, I started posting workout programs. And I was mostly posting dance workouts because that is something that I was trained in. But I realized very soon, because of what I was also doing for my own training, that, only dance workouts will not give me overall fitness. It will help me lose weight, it helps me with my toning and so on, but it does not have the full picture, basically. So I became a certified fitness trainer. I wanted to add all-round fitness, not because dance is not helpful, but in the long run, you do want an integrated workout program for good health, to make you stronger, to just help you over time. And we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay, so the thing that I wanted to start off with is I just use this whole terminology around like a properly programmed workout or a properly programmed dance workout. What does that mean? What does that actually do when something is properly programmed? Well, first of all, it will be a little bit more structured. It would be more balanced. Sometimes when you're doing dance moves only, there can be an imbalance of moves where you might only do a particular step on the left side, not on the right side. I've seen that many times happen, right? But if it's a dance workout and it's properly programmed, it should be properly balanced. It should help you with your cardiovascular health by increasing your stamina as well. That is kind of true of any of these aerobic exercises where you are, increasing your heart rate. It definitely does help burn calories as well. And that's where the whole weight loss aspect comes from, right? A lot of people ask, how do I lose weight? Well, there is only one simple answer to that. That's a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit means that the amount of calories that you're ingesting every day is less than the calories that you're expending or basically burning. Now, don't misinterpret that as like, oh, I'll just stop eating or I'll eat very little. So the number of calories I ingest is less, so I will start losing weight. That's not a healthy way to do that. No, you should have a balanced diet, and then along with that balanced diet where you're putting, healthy food in your body, you're also working out and burning your calories through that. Another thing about a well-programmed dance workout would be that it has good music. And I'll tell you what good music does. Good music makes the time go by very quickly. And before you know it, the workout is done and you're like, oh, that felt great. And you want to come back for more. And really, that's how you reach that goal of consistency, which we were talking about in the previous episode as well. So that's about the music aspect of it and the programming aspect of it. If it's really a good, well-programmed dance workout, what it should also do is increase your muscle strength. And by increasing muscle strength, don't go with the misconception. People feel like muscles just have to mean like bodybuilding, bulking up, and these bulging biceps and so on. No. You have muscles all over your body. You want to work on increasing the strength of, say, for example, your core, which is your abs and your glutes and a lot of the associated muscles there. This will not only help you with your toning, it will make you stronger. Also, having more muscle in your body actually increases your metabolism, helps you burn more calories as well. So yeah, I think if you have this misconception that strength training is all about just like bulking up, so the only people who do strength training are the people who want to have these big biceps, that's not true at all. Please do not listen to that. I try a lot in my dance workouts to put in body weight strength moves. That means that you could also do strength moves that don't require weights. A great example of this is, for example, a squat. Right, a squat is going to work on your glutes and your quads. Glutes are in your hips. The quads are in your thighs, for example. Strengthening those muscles can really help support the muscles in your knee, which can help reduce knee pain and so on. So there's like, I'm generalizing some of this, so we'll talk about this a little bit more in the future episodes. But I think you get the drift of what I mean by increasing muscle strength. Another thing that I think dance does really well, I think yoga does that really well, is improving your flexibility. But even in dancing, depending on the type of dance styles that you're doing, it can really help you improve your flexibility, especially when you pair it with a proper warm-up and a cool-down, which is completely essential for any workouts, really. Not just about dance. For any kind of workout, you do want to warm up that body. You do want to add some dynamic stretching in there, and you do want that heart rate to go down and stretch out those muscles as well. Because in the absence of these things, what you start getting are muscle imbalances. Certain muscles in your body might become weaker, and when that happens, other muscles have to kind of overcompensate for the weaker muscles, and then that starts causing pains in the joints, in the muscles, and so on. Most working out will improve your sleep. It'll improve your mood. Your brain is releasing these beautiful hormones in your body that are making you alert, which are making you active, you're making you happy. Of course, the music is helping as well with these things. And really, because one of the things with dance workouts, especially that I have found when I'm pairing them out with other types of workouts as well, is that those are the ones I want to keep coming back to, because they help me with my consistency. And I've heard this from a lot of people who follow my channel as well, which is that they come back every day, because the music gets them all pumped up and they like mixing it up. So in the next part of this episode, I really want to talk about specifically how dance workouts, or which in an aerobic style workout, can help you with losing weight and burning calories. So let's talk a little bit more about burning calories next. So dance is pretty much an aerobic style of exercise, which basically means that your heart rate is going through different zones. In different zones of your heart rates, you are burning different fuels in your body to burn the calories to get that energy to do the move. Let's talk about that for a second, right? So calories in our body come from different sources, but most commonly what we will talk about right now is carbs and fat. And most of the time the questions I get asked is, hey, I want to lose the fat which is on my belly, or I want to lose fat which is on my arm. And I always say this, you cannot do a spot reduction. You cannot just burn the specific fat which is on your tummy. Most commonly what ends up happening is that the place on your body where you gain weight the fastest is the place where you lose weight the slowest. It's just how it works. So like I was saying, calories come from different sources, carbs as well as fat. When you are doing, a moderate to high intense dance workout, which is aerobic style, heart rate is higher, you are burning carbs. Carbs is the preferred fuel for the body to burn. It is also available most easily. So when you're doing something like continuous cardio or a HIIT style workout, you're elevating your heart rate, you're increasing your energy expenditure, and that intensity is coming from burning the carbs. But when are you burning fat? Well, in a particular heart range or a heart rate range, what ends up happening is when you're doing low to moderate intensity of working out, your body starts tapping into the stored fat in your cells as the source of energy. So for example, when you do really long walks, when someone is doing a 1 hour, 2 hour walk every day, or you have people who are, runners, if you see, they have very lean bodies because they are doing slow paced or consistent paced long runs, that definitely is a great source of fat burning. In terms of dance workouts, actually, the workouts that burn fat would be like a longer dance workout, which is consistently and prolonged session of low to moderate intensity, which is kind of contradictory to what people feel. It's like, oh, if my heart rate is higher, I'm burning more calories. You are, but you're not burning calories from fat. So this doesn't mean that you're not going to burn fat when you're doing the faster exercises. It means that you're going to burn a lower percentage of the calories are coming from fat at that time. So if you have limited time, which is kind of most of my audience, you have busy schedules, you don't have maybe 3 hours to go to the gym every day. Doing 30 minutes of exercise every day for 5 days a week, which has kind of altering intensities, would be one of the best ways for you to burn the right type of calories and have weight loss and fat loss as well. Just doing 10 minutes of low intensity workout might not be enough to do a lot of fat burning, but if you're doing 10 minutes every single day, which then you increase to 15 minutes every single day, which you increase to 20 to 30, and you become consistent, that's how you start getting into good patterns for yourself as well. Something that I kind of want to touch upon, because I get asked this a lot, is, especially with my workouts, would be like, well, how many calories am I going to burn? Now that I have broken down for you that there is not just one type of you have calories, but the source of the calories matters, especially for what your weight, whatever your fitness goals might be. The number of calories that each person burns is also different. And this is also a concept that is a little bit hard to understand, because there are so many people out there just spreading false information and bad information. People will have workouts that will say, you are going to burn 1,000 calories from this workout. No, you're not. Not every single person will burn 1,000 calories from that workout. There are so many factors that affect the number of calories that we burn. Age is a very big factor. what is our sex matters, males and females. Females might burn fewer calories than a male counterpart. Again, depends on your body composition as well. It depends on what your BMI might be. It might depend on what your weight, so basically what your weight is, what your age is, how much effort you're putting into the workout. So let's say that I post something online which says it's a high intensity workout. But when I'm putting in effort, I'm actually only able to put in 5% of my effort today because I just had a tiring day, but I want to get a workout in. Do the workout with the 5% effort. It's totally fine. You will burn fewer calories, but you will burn the calories. Now, at the same time, let's say, for example, on a different day, I did the exact same intensity workout, but I gave it my 100% in effort. Then basically I burn more calories. So even the same person doing the same workout on 2 different days could burn different calories. And I think this is a concept which not everyone relates with and thinks about. And I really want you to remember that. All right, so before we end this particular episode, I want to talk a little bit about another question that I get a lot. Even though I know the question is about, can dance help you lose weight? Now, I hope you know the answer to that. But some of the related questions, for example, is, well, how much exercise should I do every week? And again, the answer to this would depend on every person's fitness goals. But in general, a lot of the organizations, especially this, that put forth these standards, the average amount of exercise that is recommended is about 150 minutes per week of moderate to vigorous physical exercises. And, one other thing you should remember is just by doing the exercises and all the things that I just spoke about, you might not even lose weight because everything has to be supplemented with a good and balanced diet. Along with all of that, also try to aim for an active lifestyle, which basically means, well, I'm going to do 30 minutes of exercise, but I'm not going to move a single muscle for the rest of the day. That's not going to help you. Try to have an active lifestyle, try to get some steps in, try to walk somewhere if it's close by and you don't have to take either transportation or a car or something. If you like dancing, the things that you need to get you to lose weight are well-designed and well-programmed workouts. Even if they're dance workouts, they need to be well-programmed. Very, very important. A good balanced diet, and we will talk a lot more about diet and what a balanced diet means in future episodes as well. An active lifestyle. Adding other forms of exercise to your workout routine. For example, adding in a day of yoga to increase your flexibility in case flexibility is something that you need to work on. Adding more strength training to your, maybe 2 days of strength training in your week or something like that in order to get more muscle strength, especially if your dance workouts are not giving you what you need from that. And that's it, just consistency at the end of it all. I think ultimately, if you're not sure about what works for you, speak to a trainer, speak to a professional. They'll always help you. And that brings us to the end of the episode. Today, for the tip of the episode, which is centered around one word, actually it's not centered around a word. Today, we are going to center this around a phrase, something I touched upon earlier in the episode, which is warm up and cool down. Listen, no matter what your workout might be, whether it's strength training or it is any aerobic style of workout or anything like that, make sure you have a proper warm-up routine and cool down as part of your workouts to set you up for long-term success and to help you prevent injuries. Adding dynamic stretching is really something that helps with the aerobic, the dance workout specifically. You don't want to do too much static stretching. You want dynamic stretching. What I mean by dynamic stretching is you're doing the movement constantly. So for example, like a slow squat or basically doing some movements where you're warming up the quads and so on. I tend to always go towards dynamic stretching in my dance workouts for sure. But do not miss warm up and cool down when you're doing your workouts. They're so important. All right, I think that brings us to the end of this episode. Check out the links in the description. A lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, I'm going to start linking some things in the description to help you. But even if you don't have time to look at the description, no problem. Just listen. And if you have questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If I haven't already addressed them in the episode, I will try to address them in future episodes. Thank you everyone for listening. I'm your host Sabah, and until next time, remember, you got this.